Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we were having lunch, and then you asked me, like, do you have a bag to put your stuff in? So the gimbal, the phone, the power bank, microphones, everything. Like a small one that I can carry around that was nice, and I didn't. And he was like, all right, let's get you a bag. And I said, sure. But when you said that, actually, I wasn't thinking of like Chanel, Gucci. I was thinking you'd get me like a practical bag. But then the stores that were nearby were Louis Vuitton, Gucci, YSL. We were going to those. I was like, oh. And then he was like pointing at different bags. He was like, oh, do you like this one? I'm like, oh, maybe. And then we went in the Chanel one, and I saw the backpack, and then I was like, oh, that one's nice. And then you said, oh, let's get you it. I was like, really? Are you sure? It's like, yeah, of course. It's no problem for me. And I thought it was just a normal thing that you did. So I was like, all right, sure, thank you. But what's the truth?
So, to add a little bit more context to everything, so we were looking at bags, right?
Yeah.
And none of them really worked, right? And they were like a couple $1,000, right?
Yeah.
They weren't too expensive. But then we go into the Chanel store, okay? And keep in mind, I had no idea how much Chanel costed. I had no idea, right? Because I never heard of it before. It's not something that I'm familiar with. And then when I go in there, we find this bag, and it's like the perfect one, right?
Yeah.
And then you hand it to me, and you're like, oh, what about this one? I'm like, okay, this works. And then I see how much it costs, right? And then you're like, oh, is it too much? And I think to myself, I can't say no. Because then I'm a punk bitch who can't afford this bag. So I ended up buying it just because I didn't want to seem broke in front of you. That's why we ended up going with it.
That's so bad.
Yeah. I had no idea how much it was.
Yeah. I had no idea either until the girl said how much it cost when you were buying it. Because I didn't check. And I was like, oh my gosh, you really don't have to. And you're like, no, it's fine.
But do you like the bag?
I love the bag, yeah.
You think it brought us closer as friends?
Yep, best friends.
Are you going to buy me a bag?
Wait, what kind of bag do you want? How about this? How much is your backpack? How about you tell Chad? Look, he has this backpack here. How much is this?
It's like 40 grand.
40 grand on himself.
Well, technically it's Stream Tech.
Well, technically my bag is for to carry Stream Tech too. So.